Travel is more than just a break from the daily grind or a way to escape the familiar. It's an opportunity to step outside our comfort zones and immerse ourselves in the unknown, to discover not only new places but new parts of ourselves. Each journey is a chance to see the world with fresh eyes, to marvel at sights we've only seen in pictures, and to feel the thrill of anticipation as we arrive somewhere new. When we step into new places, we open ourselves to unfamiliar foods, vibrant sounds, and perspectives that challenge our own. Every bite of street food, every note of local music, and every bustling market offers a window into another way of life. It's not about collecting souvenirs or curating the perfect social media post. The real treasures are the moments that change us. The quiet sunrise after a long hike, the laughter shared with a stranger, the stories we write in our journals. Travel can make us more understanding, more compassionate, and more aware of the vast, interconnected world we share. It teaches us that beneath our differences, we all seek connection, joy, and meaning. For many Americans, traveling abroad is a milestone, a dream that often takes years of saving, careful planning, and building up expectations. The excitement is palpable, and the anticipation can be just as memorable as the journey itself. This excitement is wonderful, but it can sometimes overwhelm the places and people we visit. Popular destinations can become crowded, and the local rhythm of life can be disrupted by waves of eager visitors. Our enthusiasm, if unchecked, can sometimes be misread as impatience or entitlement. Simple misunderstandings, like cutting in line or showing frustration, can leave lasting impressions on those we meet. Every interaction, every dollar spent, and every conversation sends a message. Whether we realize it or not, we become unofficial ambassadors for our home country, shaping how others see us and where we come from. Traveling with humility and curiosity breaks down stereotypes and builds real, lasting connections. When we listen, learn, and participate, we show respect for the cultures that welcome us. But when we expect everything to be just like home, we risk reinforcing negative perceptions and missing out on the richness of authentic experiences. Embracing differences is what makes travel transformative. The true goal of travel should be to connect with humanity, to recognize ourselves in others, and to appreciate the beauty of our shared existence. Visiting a market in Mexico City or wandering through a quiet Italian village isn't just sightseeing. It's stepping into someone else's world. It's a privilege, not a right, to be welcomed into these spaces. When we approach travel with gratitude and openness, every encounter becomes a meaningful exchange. We learn, we share, and we grow together, leaving a positive impact on both sides. That's the true magic of seeing the world, not just as tourists, but as curious, respectful guests. In the end, the memories we make and the connections we forge are what turn a simple vacation into a life-changing journey. The term "ugly American" describes a tourist who's loud, demanding, and oblivious to local customs. While exaggerated, this stereotype comes from real experiences. Americans are often more direct and expressive, which can seem intrusive elsewhere. Our love of efficiency can look like impatience in cultures with a slower pace. We sometimes forget that our comforts, like free refills or air conditioning, aren't universal. Complaining about these differences can seem entitled and dismissive. Still, most Americans travel with respect and curiosity, leaving positive impressions. The ugly American is a loud minority, but their actions can overshadow the majority. The challenge is to be mindful and act as ambassadors we can be proud of. Awareness and humility go a long way. Even in Canada, our similarities with our southern neighbors don't erase the occasional friction that arises with American tourists. While we share a continent and many cultural elements, the differences can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. Popular spots like Banff and Niagara Falls can feel overrun with visitors, which can strain local life and resources. The influx of tourists can be overwhelming, turning serene landscapes into bustling hubs. Canadians often notice a lack of awareness among tourists, like when they ignore wildlife warnings just to capture the perfect photo. This disregard for safety and nature can be frustrating for locals who value their environment. Some visitors assume Canada is just a colder version of the US, often asking if American money is used or expressing surprise at Canadian systems, like the metric system or healthcare. While tourism undeniably boosts the economy, it can also breed resentment as charming towns transform into tourist traps and housing prices skyrocket, making it difficult for locals to afford living there. Locals may feel their communities are changing to suit the needs of visitors rather than the residents themselves. This shift can lead to a sense of loss of identity and community spirit. Canadians are known for their welcoming nature, but they wish Americans would see them as a distinct nation with its own unique culture and values, rather than an extension of the US. They hope for visitors who appreciate their culture and natural beauty with respect and understanding, engaging with the land and its people thoughtfully. A little research and humility can go a long way in strengthening this cross-border friendship. Understanding local customs and showing respect can enhance the travel experience for everyone involved. Being a good guest means more than just spending money. It involves engaging with the community, supporting local businesses, and participating in activities that benefit the environment and society. It's about genuine curiosity and stewardship, taking the time to learn about the land and its people, and leaving a positive impact on the places visited. Europe's rich history, breathtaking architecture, and vibrant culture draw Americans in droves year after year. From the cobblestone streets of Paris to the ancient ruins of Rome, there's an undeniable allure that keeps travelers coming back for more. But while our excitement and curiosity are genuine, sometimes our enthusiasm can unintentionally clash with local customs and social norms. Americans are often seen as loud, especially in places where quiet is valued, like serene piazzas, historic churches, or cozy cafes. What feels like friendly conversation to us can come across as disruptive in these peaceful settings. Customs like smiling at strangers or expecting quick, attentive service at restaurants are second nature in the US, but in Europe, these behaviors can seem odd, overly demanding, or even a bit impatient to locals who value a slower pace. In Europe, meals are meant to be savored, not rushed. Dining is a social experience, often stretching over several courses and hours. Service is intentionally less attentive, giving guests time to relax and enjoy the moment, rather than feeling hurried. Over-tourism in cities like Venice and Barcelona has turned once quiet neighborhoods into crowded attractions, often frustrating locals who feel their daily lives are disrupted. To be a better guest, take time to observe and adapt, match the local pace, lower your voice in quiet spaces, and learn a few local phrases. Even a simple hello or thank you in the local language can go a long way. These small gestures show respect and help you blend in, making your experience more authentic and enjoyable. It's about being a temporary local, not just a tourist. Respecting traditions, spaces, and the people who call these places home makes travel richer for everyone, fostering genuine connections and mutual appreciation. Adaptation is the key to meaningful experiences. When you embrace local customs and approach each moment with respect, your journey becomes more rewarding for you and for those you meet along the way. Mexico's warmth and beauty attract millions of Americans, but the relationship is complicated. Tourism supports livelihoods, but an influx of expats and digital nomads can drive up costs and displace locals. Resort town partying and disrespectful behavior fuel negative stereotypes. Treating Mexico as a playground ignores its deep culture and history. To foster goodwill, venture beyond resorts, support local businesses, and learn some Spanish. Be mindful of your impact. Mexico is more than a beach. It's a country with a soul. Curiosity and humility turn visitors into friends. Tipping confuses many American travelers. In the US, tipping is standard, but abroad, it can be awkward or even offensive. Over-tipping can disrupt local customs. Under-tipping in places where it's expected can hurt workers. Research local tipping etiquette before you go. Mindful money habits show respect for local culture. A quick online search or asking a local can prevent awkward moments. Respectful financial interactions matter as much as words. To understand local frustration, imagine your home overrun by tourists for months. Favorite spots become crowded, prices rise, and local businesses turn into souvenir shops. The issue isn't individual tourists, but the impact of mass tourism. Locals may feel like strangers in their own city, their culture diluted or commercialized. Economic disparity adds tension. Tourists can afford what locals can't. Seeing visitors spend more in a day than locals earn in a week creates resentment. This isn't petty complaining. It's a reaction to feeling overwhelmed and displaced. Recognizing this helps us travel more consciously. It's not about staying home, but about being better guests. Empathy and respect can ease tensions. We're guests, let's act like it. Conscious travel benefits everyone. Becoming a better traveler is about small, thoughtful choices. Do a little homework, learn local customs, greetings, and tipping norms. A few key phrases in the local language go a long way. Effort, even imperfect, shows respect and opens doors. Be mindful of your presence and volume, match the energy of your surroundings. Treat public spaces with the same courtesy you'd expect at home. Travel with curiosity and humility. Embrace differences instead of complaining. Ask questions and seek to understand. Shift from being a critic to a student of the world. Frustrations become learning opportunities. Positive interactions leave lasting impressions. Good travel is about connection, not consumption. Leave a trail of respect behind you. In a connected yet divided world, how we travel matters more than ever. Every trip is a chance to break down stereotypes or reinforce them. Frustrations from locals are feedback, not a reason to stay home. The future of American travel should be defined by empathy and awareness. Support local economies, respect the environment, and see yourself as a participant in cultural exchange. Travel with respect and curiosity for more authentic experiences. Leave positive impressions and help mend divides. Travel is a political act, a force for good if we listen and adapt. Let's pack humility with our passports and connect, not just consume. Build bridges, not walls, one trip at a time. That's a journey worth taking.